What's up, y'all? Welcome to day 31 of Mel's Competition Chronicles. As always, thank you so much for being here. If you are new to my channel, I am documenting the good, the bad, and the ugly of prepping for a bikini competition at age 50. I want everyone to know that you can grace the stage at any age. Today, I want to talk to you a little bit about personal progression and mindset, and more particularly about getting caught up in comparison syndrome. This is something I often found myself doing in the past. It's something I do less of these days, but when you're in competition, it's almost impossible not to do that, right? I am a lifelong learner. I love learning new things. So I'm always scrolling YouTube and other platforms looking for tips about competing in a bikini competition, looking at women's stage presence, their routines, their posing, to see what I can learn from it. And sometimes I do find myself comparing myself to them. And one, a lot of the women that I'm watching are seasoned pros, so it's not fair for me to compare myself to them. And two, we're all on our own journey. They may be competing in different federations, different categories, different divisions. So it's so important to stay in your lane. And yes, it's a competition. And yes, it's helpful sometimes to know what your competition looks like, but you really have to stay super focused on your own personal progression and how far you've come from the beginning. And if there is work you need to do to get to where you need to be at the end, focus on that. Focus on you. And as a woman in the Masters division, which for most shows in the OCB, which is what I'm competing in, it's either 40 and over or 45 and over. The show that I'm competing in is 45 and over. So as a 50-year-old, it's nice to know that I'm not competing against 40-year-olds because I am in menopause. And no matter what anyone says, your hormones do play a role in your prep. So training smart and rest and prioritizing recovery is so important for women in Masters. It's so important to listen to your body and be working with your body and not against it. And imposter syndrome probably will set in at some point in your journey. So recognizing when this does happen and being able to talk yourself out of that, being able to rely on a support system, whether it's your coach or coaches or family members or whoever it may be that's there to support you through it. It doesn't have to be someone who understands this process. Just someone to make you feel better about yourself can be helpful. So remember, keep your eyes on the prize, whether that prize to you is taking home some hardware at your show or just stepping on the stage. You feel like you're winning. Focus on that, stay in your lane, focus on your own personal progression, and you will be amazing. And that's all for today. Until tomorrow.